On a night where the Minnesota Timberwolves welcomed back Julius Randle with a productive and efficient return and smashed the Phoenix Suns again, it was Donte DiVincenzo who stole the show. In just his third game back from a lengthy injury spell, DiVincenzo put up 24 points on 8 3-pointers and provided the spark at both point guard and off the ball that the Wolves have been really missing in his absence. Now, when a player drills 8 threes in a game, the focus is obviously going to be on that long-range shooting, and on this team, it's always going to be about providing a reliable outlet for Anthony Edwards and now Julius Randle, and DiVincenzo certainly did that in this game. Minnesota needs players who can capitalize on the gravity created by those scorers at all times. So when two defenders come to the ball on this Edwards-Randle pick and roll, and DiVincenzo's man comes up to show a third body, having a sniper one pass away makes those passing reads simple for Edwards, and that really frees up the shackles from this offense when he's out there doing this. Or if Randle is trying to get into one of his elbow touches, and again DiVincenzo's man tries to show help while he's one pass away, then that becomes really simple offense for Minnesota to flow into. And when you have a shooter like that injected back into this roster construction, the Wolves can make themselves make a little more sense. Now they can use their worst shooter in McDaniels as a screener on the ball, fill the corners with two quick trigger shooters, and then put DiVincenzo in that one pass away position. So when Phoenix blitz Ant with the ball and McDaniels rolls into the space behind, Booker has to rotate over to stop the roll man, and Beal now needs to rotate over to find the corner, and the Suns don't care enough about defense to stay in rotation and stop DiVincenzo getting on the end of that ball movement. And we kind of just saw this all night from him. He's going to be able to kickstart offense and do some things off the bounce as well, but if at a minimum he's going to knock down shots off the catch that are being generated from his good ball movement or the gravity of his teammates, then he's going to add a ton of value to Minnesota's offense again. What was really important in this game though, and going forward, is that he was an absolute menace defensively. In the previous video, I spoke about teams hunting Mike Conley in switches and as the low man, and we saw that right away in this game as well, but the energy shifted once DiVincenzo entered the game and started turning that weak point into a strength for Minnesota. And you could feel it right away on his very first possessions of the night that he was going to be a game changer in this game. And it's all about his off-ball smarts. Right away he comes off his man to rotate down to the roller and pick off that deflected pass. As usual, he wants to get the team running in transition, and again, when a scorer next to him like Naz Reid generates all these bodies around him, he's going to be camping on the 3-point line as the beneficiary of that good offense. And then he's going right back to that same well. The Suns get into a high ball screen, he flies into the action as a low man to come and break up the pick and roll, and then he's running in transition again and spotting up for a catch and shoot jumper again. That off-ball defense was the biggest reason Minnesota were able to contain Phoenix's offense in this game, and that's a rare thing to say about a guard, but he just kept doing it all night long. Every time Minnesota needed a rotation defensively, he was there. When Ant gets caught gambling on the entry pass here, DiVincenzo sliding over to make Durant change his shot and miss the bunny. Even at his size, it's the timing that makes that so effective. Again, the Suns have Randle caught on an island here in pick and roll, but DiVincenzo realizes, rotates, and bottles up Nick Richards to force him into a bad pass and a turnover. This is usually the kinds of things we're seeing Rudy Gobert do as a roaming help defender, not a 6'4" guard. Here it is again. Mike Conley gets dusted off the bounce by Grayson Allen, and there's Mr. Fix-It making that same rotation at the rim, forcing the pass, and then having the wherewithal to get back out to the corner and cut off the pass to Devin Booker. Like I said, so much of this is just down to being alert and ready to time up those rotations, and that kind of mitigated his size disadvantage as a legit rim protector in this game. The timeliness of this rotation stops Booker's drive, and just like the last possession, he's aware that he needs to reorganize, get through a screen, and get a hand up on the man that he left to make that rotation at the rim. I'm still kinda in awe of how many plays he made in this similar vein in this game. It's a broken floor situation here, so Naz Reid has to make this rotation to the corner shooter, and there's DiVincenzo again stepping over as the low man to poke the ball away. And even when the Suns reached into their playbook to try and set up something with their legendary scorers, he was reading this back cut by Durant, shifting over in rotation, and snatching the ball away. The 3-point shooting is great and it's super important for this team, but I don't really think it's hyperbolic to say this is one of the best off-ball, low-man, rim-protecting games I've ever seen from a small guard who isn't a shot-blocking threat at the rim. And that's the kind of selfless winning mentality DiVincenzo has that this Minnesota team is really going to need down the stretch. If you enjoyed this video, check the pinned comment on ways you can help House and Growls grow, and be sure to click those like and subscribe buttons.